Remember, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so people who have outstanding warrants for the offense, beware. News 4 Tucson's Lupita Maria reports the Pima County Sheriff's Department is looking for you.
As the sun came up early this morning, teams of multi-agency law enforcement officers were prepared to get down to business.
Joey Duarte got into a domestic violence dispute with his girlfriend.
Detective Mike Buglewitz heads Team 1.
I want you guys to take the sides in the back.
Armed with arrest warrants, officers head out.
Team 1 will be 1076 to the following advice. So we have it set up with the courts, that we can bring them directly into the court today and that they can see the judge and have initial appearance and hopefully get a new court date.
Pima County Sheriff's Department come out to the door.
Duarte wasn't home. Officers leave the landlord a number for him to call. This is day 2 of the DV Roundup warrant. On Wednesday, they served 27 warrants and arrested 20 people. Detective Buglewitz is a 28-year veteran who has spent the last 12 years in the domestic violence unit.
The roundup is very important because it offers closure for victims to a point. These people that have active warrants that are outstanding, the victims are just left out in the cold and they don't know what's going on.
Detective Buglewitz says this roundup helps defendants like Alejandro Aguilar. He's charged with domestic violence criminal damage.
You're going to go up and see Judge Waters right now.
Aguilar claims his court date was scheduled for tomorrow and has the paperwork to prove it.
Definitely wrong. I was drunk. I'm an alcoholic. Everything has changed since then, but I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it or anything that's wrong.
Detective Buglewitz says a judge can help by ordering treatment and drug counseling. He also tells those he's arresting they don't want a DV conviction on their record. First-time offenders are offered a diversion program that can wipe the DV conviction off their record.
But a domestic violence conviction can prohibit you from carrying a firearm. It can prohibit you from working in a medical facility, being a law enforcement. It can mess your life up.
The 21-year-old who lives here with his parents is at work, but the parents tell the officers not to worry. They will get their son and bring him to the officers. They do. On standby during the 2-day roundup, Victim Services and Emerge. Digging deeper, Lupita Murillo, News 4 Tucson.
And this afternoon, the final numbers were released. There are 40 arrests, 63 warrants, and 45 of those warrants were domestic violence. The Sheriff's Department warns if they didn't find you today, they will continue looking. You can surrender yourself on October 26 in Justice Court. However, you must check in by 11 in the morning.